welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is this little area right here. I'm going to make a funky bow. We're gonna have a funky bow tutorial in this one, a 10 loop, a little bit different of a tutorial. 10 loop funky bow tutorial with just 2 different kinds of ribbon for this bike. And then I'll tell you about that little bear. And you can see my bird I have sitting up there, and Chris put an LED light in her, and she comes on with my remote, and she glows blue. And I'll be sure to take a picture in the evening hours for you so you can see. And there you can see I have another plate, and I have a little candle holder. And then I am also going to make a little arrangement in this little teacup. I don't know what I'm gonna do in here yet, but we'll do something, just a little something just to add up there. So first thing we're gonna do though, first I hope that y'all are doing all right today. I don't know how long this one will be, but we're gonna get started. Excuse my hair, I go tomorrow to get it cut and colored. And oh my goodness gracious, the grays are coming out and they're waving at you. I'm not allowed to do anything. You know, I have to wash my hair the day before I go to get my hair done. And I can't put products in it, many products in it. So I can't cover up my gray. And I didn't put any products in it, and I barely put hairspray on it, you guys. So please forgive me, and just, we're gonna get on to making a bow so y'all don't have to look at my hair. It's a mess. So anyway, let me turn my camera around, and we're gonna get started doing a 10 loop funky bow tutorial. Okie dokie, here we go, you guys. I'm back, and I have 5 different strips of ribbon cut out at 24 inches each, 5 of each color. And I'm only gonna use 2 because, let me show you something. Look at this little girl. This little girl, this is a Boyd's Bear. I'm gonna hide her tag and everything. But isn't she cute? She's tiny. This is one of the ones that Chris's cousin, my dear friend who was my maid of honor, gifted me. So I've got her, and I've got, it looks like to be either her big sister or her mama. And aren't they cute in their little blue, light blue? And you can see the little stripes on the dress. So that's why I picked the one striped ribbon. I thought that would look really pretty paired with these 2. So these 2 are gonna go in the back of that bike, but this bow is gonna go on the bike right about there. So, okay, so we pick up the first piece of ribbon, and we fold it in half. We go to our measuring device and we measure out. I'm gonna do about 5.5 inches this time. Pinch it together right at that point, and then go to that back tail and twist. And now I twist that back tail for 2 reasons. One reason is to bring the right side up, because even though this looks like 2-sided ribbon, it really, texturally speaking, is one-sided. Also, too, it helps to separate the tails. It helps to separate them out. So that's why I do that. Okay, so we pick up the second strip in my pattern. It's a little pattern, but it is a pattern. And I go to 5.5 inches, and I'm going to point that loop up from center, like I did the first one. Center being my thumb, the center of the bow being my thumb. Go to that back tail and twist. So here we go with the next one. I'm gonna pick this up. And this time, measure out 5.5 inches. And this time I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to point the loop down from center. Just like that. And twist that back tail the same way. And then here we go with the next one. And this one is going to be pointed down from center too. And that is the way we're going to go through the rest of this bow. Each time we start the pattern over, we're going to switch directions of the loop. Up from center or down from center. Center being my thumb. Okay, here we go with the next one. Fold it in half. Go to 5.5 inches. This time we're going to point it up from center. Now let me give you a little hint here too. As I'm making this bow, you can see that I'm holding on pretty tight, but I'm not killing myself because I'm allowing it to kind of slide back into the crook of my finger, and I let up on, it's right here is where my hand cramps, when it cramps, and I let up on that thumb. I let up on that thumb a little bit, so I'm not like squeezing it so tight. I let up on it a little bit so that I give myself a little bit of relief there in between while I'm, you know, getting my loop, my next loop ready. Okay, 5.5 inches. And I got to talk, I don't remember which direction I'm going, up from center. I am adding the ribbons side by side by side, though I'm not piling them on top of one another. All right, 2 times more through the pattern. And go to 5.5 inches and flip it the other direction. Go to that back tail and twist. And 5.5 inches, twist. Excuse my white legs. I did not put any tanning anything on today. And I'm not a sun goddess, y'all. Used to be when I was a kid, but not anymore. So I do not have a tan this summer. Anyway, okay. Up from center. And then this one more. And point that loop up from center. There we go. All right, and twist that back tail. All righty, take the pipe cleaner, try to find the middle of the pipe cleaner, and we're gonna lay it over right beside the thumb. Pull the bottom around the bottom and the top around the top, and then use the hand that you're holding the bow shut with as resistance. Pull, get these fingers as close as you can up to the back of the bow, and squeeze and twist, 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 and twist some more. All right, now that looks like a mess, doesn't it? But as I always like to say, the most important part of any bow, and I don't care what kind of bow, I don't even care if it's just a 2-loop bow, it's the fluffing, y'all. It is the fluffing. So get your hand in each of these loops and spread it apart and make it look pretty. And if you want to turn it over and spread out some of the tails, you can do that. Sometimes I don't even worry about that. I just kind of let them go where they will. But there we go, a beautiful 10 loop funky bow. Now, before I go any further with the fluffing though, excuse me, it just got like the sun went in and it got dark as all get out in here. And I can't reach a lamp. I'm sorry, I hope you can see okay. Oh my goodness. Well, what I'm going to do before I go any further is, so I want to put this bow right here on the front of this bike, just like that. But I know that because I've done this before, if I just use the pipe cleaner to tie this on to this, it flops and it isn't held very tight. So I'm just going to snug this pipe cleaner back there. I'm going to leave it long though, just because I never know what I'm going to want to do with something. So I am going to put a tie wrap right through the pipe cleaner. See that? I just fed it right through the pipe cleaner, and it is a white tie wrap. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to tie this right on to these handlebars here with this tie wrap. I'm going to use the tie wrap to tie it on and tighten it up really tight so that it won't go anywhere. And then I can fluff this bow to my heart's content. Just pull it as tight as I can on here. There we go. Now is when the fluffing begins in earnest, you know? So there you can see it's a lot tighter than what it might have been if I had just used the pipe cleaner. Trust me, it isn't tight enough. So now I'm going to do a little fluffing, and then we'll do a little something something inside, or in the basket. 10 loop funky bow. Something a little different with just 2 different kinds of ribbon. And I could sit here and fiddle around with this all day. Y'all know I could. So I'm gonna stop messing with it for now. I'm sure I will revisit it. Okay, that looks pretty, I think. And I'm just gonna let the tails kind of fly where they will. I kind of like them kind of wispy on a summer day, you know. I like that. All right, now let's do something with the inside of this, which is not gonna be much. And this I'm just gonna leave in there. This is a garland that I had in for spring, and I just kind of plopped it in there. No really rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of plopped it in and let some of it hang over the front, which I will do again. I'll pull more of it out actually. And then I just had this pretty big cream flower left over. I took all the rest of it out. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna add a ton of more florals in here, but I know I do want these 2 little bears in here, but I don't really want to see their tags. I can't I can't imagine that I'm ever going to be trying to sell these things. So I'm keeping the tags, but I'm just hiding them. Okay, Miss Mama. Set her in first. Again, it's going to be sitting so that it's looking out into the room. Might end up putting something behind her a little bit. And then, let's see if I even have room to hide this one's tags. I don't know. Don't have much of a dress on here to hide. There she goes. That looks all right. We're going to set her right on her mama's lap. Or sister's lap. All right, and then we just have this big floral. Well, let's put that kind of right in the front. And I have some blue, just a couple of, actually I don't know that I really want to even cut them off of there. Let me see, let me cut this down a little bit. Yep, I gotta cut them off. Oh well. Pull this around like this. And then right under it. I do have some longer, I don't even know whether I like that though. Maybe up behind her a little bit. And I do have this one thing I bought, yeah, put this up behind her. I bought this one thing from Hobby Lobby and I was gonna use it in this blue canvas thing. And I forgot about it when I made that, and then I didn't need it. But let me see. Maybe this could go up behind her along with these blue flowers. Let me spread this out a little bit. You can see it has a touch of the blue in it. I only bought one of these because the florals were not on sale last week. Coming on sale this week, or will be by the time you see this. And I think I'm just gonna, oh no, I don't think this will bend. Actually, I was gonna bend it, but I need to cut it. Okay. Are you kidding me? Ah, there we go. Gee. Let's see. another thing to that. I think that looks pretty. Makes her look like she's sitting back on a, yeah. I might not add anything, but let me pick up these flowers and see if I want to add them. That looks pretty. And one more. Oh my goodness. I'm loving this. This is cute. There, Mama. Oh my goodness, it's as cute as a button, huh? Cute, cute. I have some roses. I don't know though. Alrighty, you guys, I think that is going to be about it for this one. Cute. I love it. Look at that. This might need a little help yet. This bow. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to set her into place here. Let me see what I can do with this little thing. I don't have a lot left of a bunch of stuff here though. I have just some blueberries. Let me see here. I've got a couple of roses. Found this bag in my garage. Y'all even see what I'm doing? No. Like that. I have a darker blue here. I like this better. I'm too lazy to get up and go get some of the I waste this stuff. And we'll just play with it. That's fine, just like that. Just a little something, something, huh? All right, you guys, I'm gonna get everything into place. Let me do some final words here. That's it for this one, though. I'm super happy with how that bike turned out. That turned out really cute. So I'll be right back here in just a second, and I'll get everything into place, and we'll take a final look at everything. Okie dokie, everyone. That's it for this one. I think I'm really happy with how this bike turned out and how that funky bow looks. I think that's really pretty with it being a 10 loop funky bow and just the two different ribbons. I think it's pretty. And just to have this little girl sitting in her bike, taking a little ride on a warm summer's day with her little sister or her daughter. You know, what could be better? I love it. I love how it worked out. So, and then this other little arrangement here, it turned out really cute too in this little cup. I think that turned out cute too. I have to set my mouth right, make sure it stays there. But that's really cute too. So I'm gonna get everything, this is gonna go up on that table, and this is gonna sit in front of the table. So I will take a final picture for you guys, or you know, a little video or a picture or something, just to show you everything. And I'll be sure to come back to this evening too and take a picture of this pretty little bird. As you can see, did I say anything about the plate? That's another one of those melamine plates from and then this is a little milk glass candlestick. And I've got a navy blue candle in there. And then that's a picture of my dad with his 3 brothers all playing their instruments. So they each play an instrument. But anyway, that's it for this one. Just a short little ditty. And well, I don't know how short it's been actually. It seems like my short ones are about 30 minutes long, especially when I have a bow tutorial in them. But anyway, thank you all for sitting here with me and for listening to me talk to myself while I'm doing this, and you know, watching me work through little problems. I am not, like I say, I always say this, I'm not an educated florist. I'm not an educated crafter. I'm educated from him above, or he leads my hands, you know, to go where you know, they go. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. But anyway, let me just say that I hope that all is well with everyone. And that for those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.